Yes, very good morning, dear students. Welcome back to online physics class. So far we are discussing about the gravitation chapter, and in that gravitation chapter, already we discussed many concepts. So today also I'm going to discuss a few concepts because I think still today also many students are not there. But whatever I'm going to discuss this concept in gravitation chapter. So first one is importance of the universal law of gravitation, right? And already we derived how we derived universal law of gravitation. Force equal to g m1 m2 by r square. Why? Because force is directly proportional to product of their masses, and force is inversely proportional to square of their distance. And to combine those two equations, we will get F equal to g m1 m2 by r square, where g is the universal law of gravitation constant. So that is already 6.67 to 10 power of minus 11 Newton meter square by kg power minus 2. And in the form of CGS already we discussed. In the place of Newton you can substitute dyne. In the place of kgs you can write grams. In the place of meter you can write a centimeter. So that we discussed already clearly in last class. Now what are the importance of universal law of gravitation means? Actually the universal law of gravitation successfully explained several phenomena which were believed to unconnected, that are the force binds us to the earth. Some force will be binds to the earth, right? And next one is it was explained, and second one is from that theorem it was explained the motion of the moon around the earth, and third one is the motion of the planets around the sun. Fourth one is the tides due to the motion and the tides due to the moon and sun. So these are the some of the phenomena. It was successfully explained that are universal law of gravitation. So this is about importance of universal law of gravitation, dear students. Next one is acceleration due to gravity. We know very well from motion chapter onwards we are discussing about one value, that is a g, acceleration due to gravity. So here how we can discuss how we define acceleration due to gravity, how we can express acceleration due to gravity. Now I am going to discuss here. So actually acceleration due to gravity is denoted by g. We know very well, right? Definition of it is actually definition, acceleration due to gravity definition. So the acceleration with which a body falls towards the earth, the acceleration with which a body falls towards the earth due to earth gravitation pull. Whenever body, for example, of some an activity also given in NCERT, whenever you thrown any body, so after reaching some height, it falls again towards the earth. Some force will be there towards the earth. That only we call it as a gravitational pull, earth gravitational pull. So it is known as the acceleration due to gravity, and it is denoted by g. It is denoted by g. See for example, I thrown a this check, again it fall. So why it does not go height? So due to some gravitation pull, it falls towards the earth. So this is known as the acceleration due to gravity, and it is denoted by g. I think you know very well about this. I hope you know very well about this acceleration due to gravity. We can simply it is denoted by g. The next one is how to express this acceleration due to gravity. Just now I want to discuss. See for example, I am taking this. It is earth, right? From this is a mass. Body is a place on surface of the earth, and this is a capital M is the mass of the earth, and r is the radius of the earth from the center of the earth. See, suppose a body of mass m is placed on the surface of the earth, small m. Let the mass of the earth be capital M and radius be r. Since the radius of the body is very small, the radius is negligible or it is a very small, therefore the center to center distance between the bodies is r. See for example, I located the mass of the body is from surface of the earth, and the mass of the earth is m. For example, if you can neglect it, or just you can assume the radius of the earth from the center is very small or negligible, then center to center distance between the bodies is should be r only, right? Now we know. Now I want to consider now by Newton's gravitational law, the force of attraction between the two bodies is F equal to g mm by r square. Already there I denoted m1 m2. Here m1 m2 are one is the capital M mass of the earth, small m is the mass of the body on the earth. right? That only I can able to recall. F is directly proportional to m1 into m2, and F is inversely proportional to 1 by capital R square, small r square, whatever it is. Then combining both equation will get F equal to remove proportion will get constant, then F equal to gm1 mm by r square. So now I want to derive one more thing, that is the weight of the body. So how we can derive weight of the body is, see, now weight of the body is defined as the, listen carefully, force with which a body is attracted towards the center of the earth, right? The weight of the body is defined as the force with which a body is attracted towards the center of the earth. So we know very well W equal to, therefore the weight of the body is given by mg, where m is the mass of the body, g is the acceleration due to gravity. But you see equation 1, F equal to g m by r square, but we know F equal to ma, Newton's second law. So if you take here acceleration is the bodies fall towards the earth, for that only it is acceleration, I'm taking acceleration due to gravity. So then this F is also equal to like mg only. So from that only I can equate equation 1 and equation 2, then mg equal to gmm by r square. Why? Because I equated F is also equal to mg. Then see here, this small m will be cancel each other. Then now this it becomes g equal to gm by r square. It is equation 3. It is a very very important equation, where g is acceleration due to gravity, g is capital G is universal gravitational constant, r is radius of the earth, and m is the mass of the earth. Now from equation 3 it shows that relation between g and g. See, it is a g and g. It is actually, gives the relation between g and g, and shows that g depends on the reference of the body. See, actually it is the mass of the earth, and r is the radius of the earth. So it actually shows the reference of the body, and this small g depends on m by r square only. Why? Because capital G is constant, right? So here g is directly proportional to m by r square. Why? Because capital G is a constant, and g is inversely proportional to r square if m is constant. Understand? Yes. And see that only, as g equal to gm by r square, and we know very well density of the body, density of any body equal to mass of the body by volume of the body. Here rho is, it is denoted by rho. We call it as a rho. It is a symbol. Rho, it is here density. So density is given by mass by volume, and here mass equal to density into volume. And but here we are taking a earth. It is seems to be a sphere, right? So for that only, so volume of the sphere from mathematics, volume of the sphere is a formula 4/3 pi r cube. It is a rho. So here where rho is the density, m is a mass, v is a volume. That one I written here. V is volume of the sphere equal to 4/3 pi r cube. See here g by r square, I can write this mass equal to rho into v. So v is nothing but what? 4/3 pi r cube. That one I substitute here, 4/3 pi r cube into rho. Here this r square and this r cube will be cancel each other. Then one r will be left. Then here g equal to 4/3 pi g capital G rho r. See here what are the constant? 4/3 is a constant. Pi is also constant, 3.14 at 22/7, and g is also constant, universal law of gravitation constant, and rho and r are the variables here. So from here, from this equation 3 we can equate it, g is directly proportional to m by r square. Then from equation 4 we can denote it, g is directly proportional to r into rho. So here if radius of the earth will be constant, then g is directly proportional to rho. So from that one I am writing here, from equation 3 and equation 4, that is the greater the value of m by r square or rho r, greater will be g. Understand? And as with change of reference body m by r square or rho r, the value of g also will be changes. And see that only again from equation 3 and equation 4, g is inversely proportional to 1 by r square if m is constant. So from this, g is inversely proportional to 1 by r square if m is constant. And next one, g is directly proportional to r if rho is constant. Here from equation 4, if rho is a constant, g is directly proportional to r. This is how we can express acceleration due to gravity, dear students. Now next class we are going to discuss how we can derive g. Actually we in many times we are telling g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. How we can derive? And in next class we can continue. G is the same on earth and same on moon and same on sun, or g is different for different values, and g is how g value will be changes. What is the g value on the surface of the earth? What is the g value if increasing height, g is increasing or decreasing, right? So what is the relation between G on Earth and G on Moon? This is a very important relation. Competitive exams also they are asking. What is the important relation between G on Earth and G on Moon? And what is the important relation between G on Earth and G on Sun? The very important calculations we are going to next class. Even I think they are not given in CRT also, but we will discuss. Thank you, dear students.